Once upon a time, in a small village in Japan, there lived a young boy named Kenji. Kenji was brave in many ways, but he had one great fear. He was terribly afraid of the dark. Every night, when the sun set and the stars filled the sky, Kenji's heart would race, and he would feel very scared. One day, Kenji's grandfather, a wise old man named Hiroshi, noticed Kenji's fear. Hiroshi had spent many years studying Zen philosophy, a way of thinking that helps people find peace and calm in their lives. He decided to teach Kenji how Zen philosophy could help him overcome his fear of the dark. Kenji said, "Grandfather Hiroshi, I want to tell you a story about a great Zen master and his student. This story might help you with your fear." Kenji listened carefully as his grandfather began the tale. Long ago, there was a Zen master who lived in a quiet temple on a mountain. One evening, his student came to him, trembling with fear. "Master," the student said, "I am so afraid of the dark. Every night, I feel like there are monsters hiding in the shadows." The Zen master smiled gently and said, "Come with me, my young friend." He led the student to a small, dark room in the temple. The student hesitated, but the master encouraged him to enter. Inside the room, the master lit a single candle. The tiny flame cast a soft, warm glow around the room, pushing away the darkness. "Do you see how this small light can chase away the dark?" the master asked. The student nodded, feeling a little braver. "The darkness is like your fear," the master explained. "It seems big and scary, but it can be overcome with just a small light. In Zen, we learn to find that light inside us. It's called mindfulness. When you focus on your breathing and stay present in the moment, your fear loses its power." The student practiced this every night. He would sit quietly, take deep breaths, and focus on the present moment. Slowly, his fear of the dark began to fade away. He realized that the monsters were only in his imagination and that the dark was just another part of life. Grandfather Hiroshi finished the story and looked at Kenji. "You see, Kenji, the dark is not something to be afraid of. It is just another part of our world. By being mindful and staying present, you can find your inner light to chase away your fear." Kenji thought about the story and decided to try the same practice. That night, when the darkness came, he sat quietly in his room. He took deep breaths and focused on the present moment, just like the Zen master's student. To his surprise, Kenji felt his fear begin to melt away. The dark was still there, but it no longer seemed so scary. Kenji realized that he could be brave, even in the darkest of nights. From that day on, whenever Kenji felt afraid, he remembered his grandfather's story and the lessons of Zen philosophy. He learned that with mindfulness and presence, he could overcome any fear. And so Kenji grew up to be a brave and wise young man, always carrying the light of Zen within him, ready to face any darkness that came his way.